This is me again, and in our class today we talked about the profit maximizing price, which I've got here on the screen. We talked about the work that a company goes through to determine what is the profit maximizing price. In this case, we have the unit price that changes with the quantity as it goes from 1,000 down to 19,000. The price, as you can see, drops from 6,000 to 2,500 as the quantity increases. The variable cost stays the same of $1,500. So as you can see, the unit contribution margin for each one of those points of sale be $4,500 here if the price was 6,000, and it'll go all the way down to 1,000, which is this $2,500 minus the $1,500 gives us the $1,000 contribution margin. And then we have the total contribution margin, which takes that $4,500, which is the individual contribution margin, multiplies it by the quantity, and we come up with the total contribution margin. After that, we deduct the fixed cost from it, and we come down with the total profit. And you can see here it goes from a negative $2,500 down to $12,000. And we want to find out what point in this these calculations is the profit maximizing price. And I've got it in bold and here in dark. It's $17 million, which is a $3,500 price, which will yield a quantity of 12,000. And so that's the price we would set it at to yield the greatest profit to us. Now, there is a problem here, and if I can get it so you can see it, it's problem number 4, 8-4, and it is a profit maximizing calculation where they have two dog foods. Their main dog food is Royal, call it Royal dog food. Which they purchase at $12 per 50-pound bag, and they have a price of $20.99. No matter, so you can see that the variable cost is $12. The unit price is $20.99, almost no matter what the quantity is here. So they have a price, a contribution margin, total contribution margin going from $102,880 down to $233,740. That's just for Royal. Now they get a new Rover Plus. If you could read the problem here, they've got a new dog food they want to try, and so the price is over here. The unit price for 36,000 units is $9.90, and it goes all the way. The unit price will go from $9.99 up to $17.99, and the quantity will go from 36 down to 6,000 based on as that price increases. The variable cost, as you can see, is $9. So the unit contribution margin goes from 99 cents all the way up to $8.99. So the total contribution margin goes from 35,640 up to 53,000. Well, down to the high is $155,740, and it goes from there down to 53,000 as it gets as the volume goes lower. So anyway, you put all that together, and what you can see is the total of the contribution margin of the Rover Plus and the Royal. Over here, the grand total contribution margin is $143,520, and the max price, I've got it in bold, is $290,590. That is the price. So you'll set the price for $14.99 for Rover Plus and $20.99 for Royal, and that yields the maximum contribution margin. Now, if it was Royal alone, Royal would make the max. The max would be $233,740, which is, you compare that with the $290,590, and you can see that the incremental contribution margin from including Rover Plus is $56,850. So it makes a good deal. Look forward to chatting with you. Thank you very much.